Hello and welcome to my video. Shiner here. As you can see, we're playing Playerunknown's Battlegrounds. You can see it's not the most graphically amazing game in the world, and kind of funny when you think about the PC master race and elitists. You know, going on about their great graphics, but yeah, on this particular occasion, there isn't really any graphics in this game. I'm not even going to go on about it. I'm just going to skip over it if I'm going to be completely honest. Because it's an early access game, the graphics could change, a lot can change, and that's one thing you got to take note. Early access game, so anything I say here could be irrelevant when it's released. So anyway, is it fun? Well, yeah, it's absolutely fun. It's brilliant. It's very satisfying when you get a kill. It's even more satisfying when you actually get a win. Both of those things are absolutely, wet pants scenario, but there's also a few bugs here and there. You can live with it being an early access. To tell you the honest truth, I think this is probably one of the most tidiest early access games I've ever played. I mean, I've played some horrifically bad optimized games to some really terrible bugs of falling through buildings and etc. when it comes to early access games. And this is literally top of the pile when it comes to the bugs. But there's a lot of desync. There's also, you feel like sometimes everybody's just a bullet sponge, especially on the EU servers. I kind of found out playing on the NA servers don't seem to have that same sort of problem, or it could have been the fact that I actually changed from 1440p to 1080p, and that could have made a huge difference to the game. But I know, try to play around it. I don't think everybody's got the same problem as me, because I noticed a lot of people that on my Steam friends list are doing actually quite well in the game, where I'm kind of struggling, which is a bit weird. In fact, I'm not just the only one struggling. Most of us are actually, most of us in gaming social right now are kind of struggling a little bit with it. And team play, oh my god, the team play in this game is essential if you're playing duos or squads. Duos is a little bit easier, but when you're in squads, it's 4 people that have to work together, and sometimes that doesn't always work out. And if you get killed, or something, you just look over the hill and notice that one player's suddenly just gone off on his own, and he's like now half a kilometer across the map. It can make you rage a little bit. And the amount of times that all of us at Gaming Social that play this, a fairly small group of friends that stick together. We don't advertise the website or anything like that. We're just a bunch of very close friends. So we're all falling out with each other at some point in this game. Some of us are actually just took it on the chin and just carried on going. Some of us have actually took a little longer to probably get over. Some of us, I think one person hasn't even come back from the rage. But that's one thing you got to make sure it's only a game, right? Try not to rage, and if you do rage, remember it's the game. Again, you always got to come back to that. At the moment, if it's 2 people raging and the other guys are not raging, then it's really advisable for the people that are not raging to say, look, guys, calm down, it's just a game, And the weirdest thing is we don't actually play it try hard a lot of times. I mean, there's a lot of people that play this game try hard, but we're not playing it kind of try hard. We're actually playing it quite, for some fun, really. And then sometimes we're not laughing because we're raging. I think there was a time today when I was playing and I was downed near a tree, and I had a guy next to me, and he's trying to kill my downed guy, then trying to get me up and revive me. So that's my why are you trying? He's down already. Get me up. But it made no difference anyway because we got flanked. But there's moments that you can just lose your nuts off, but then there's that sweet headshot from over 1,000 kilometers away, that you're just like, wow, that felt really good. So gameplay is off the chart. If I was just to rate the game for gameplay, it'd be a 10 out of 10 for sure, minus the desync issues and the bullet sponging that seems to constantly happen with me, especially. And I've heard other of my teammates moan about it too. If you're on the NA servers, you probably won't notice it at all. I have noticed some of the streamers from America have the same issue. Talking about bullet sponge. See, it's supposed to be something like 4 to 5 flipping shots or something to kill with a scar, but a whole clip. Why not? Do you know what I mean? If that guy was facing me and we were on one-on-one fight, I'd have to literally go for his head, or I would be dead, because he could just sponge the whole thing. And most of that could be desync, you know. It probably did kill him after a few bullets, but I didn't see him drop until, you know, the whole clip was nearly in him. And if you hear Hunter in this game as well, he's actually shot the guy with a shotgun, he said, before that as well. So that's crazy. That shotgun probably could have downed him with one. Most of the time it does, I think. But yeah, yeah, this game you're actually watching right now, it's... I can't remember that scaring the crap out of us. Yeah, there's me, Taffy, and Hunter left, and we're all doing pretty fairly well in this game. It's not one of our best games, but it just happens to be one game that I was testing ShadowPlay on, and I thought, right, we'll put it here. Because Yoda died really early, unnecessarily. As you probably saw at the beginning of the video. But we did get quite far in the game. I mean, the main goal is not to get kills. It's to get at least in the top 10 if you're playing solo, and if you're in squads, we try to get to the top 5th squad at least, you know. So when we don't, we kind of feel like we haven't done what we're supposed to achieve. But that's generally the game. This is basically a battle royale game, so you know, it's basically a massive deathmatch or team deathmatch. Where you have to pick up, find your loot, you find your armor, you find your weapons, you find your attachments, you find your first aid kits, your med kits, med stations, you know, and you know, you got to hope that it all comes. I mean, there's many times in the game where I've had tons of meds but can't find a bloody weapon, or I can find a weapon but no armor, and you know, so you know, it's about looting around as much as you can possibly, and getting as much gear as you possibly can. And also, when you're playing with squads, you've got to literally you know, sharing is caring. You know, if you're sitting there with 6 first aid kits and none of your team's got any med kits, you know, it's good to ask, you know, if you got med kits, guys, because I've got some, you know. Let's do a med kit check. We normally do that, you know, because it's important. But also, I kind of find that to enjoy it, though, you can't just like go to where the center of circle is fully geared up and just like camp a room or something. I mean, the camping in this game is phenomenal. I'm so out of whack of doing this kind of camping. It took me ages to learn that I need to be looking at every single corner, that I need to do the same myself. I mean, like, you know, so like, you know, like right now you'll see us camping in this building, but you can see that I'm moving, looking around everywhere, and you'll find that a lot of other people do it that way, but you'll find that people will just be sitting in that toilet waiting for someone to come around the corner with a shotgun in their hand, you know, to blow you away. And the amount of times that I've been caught out with that sometimes is just absolutely shocking, and it's almost like Call of Duty, I mean, and you know, kind of tactics, and you have to kind of get used to it. And also the bush kind of camping, you know, the circle campers, it's an incredible amount of times that I've been virtually on the last circle but got killed by somebody that's outside. I potatoed that bit a little bit there. You know, I noticed to shoot in the door, but the door's not even damaged, I think.
Yeah, I got heal.
I always go to the toilet to heal, by the way. Anyway, yeah, so it's an enjoyable game. It's kind of love and hate. It's the desync that kind of gets to me a little bit. I think if I'm raging more, it's not really due to some guy camping in the room. If I get killed by a camper, it's like, you know, what am I going to do? You know, I did look there and I didn't see him, and then I came in and he shotgun me. Unfortunate. That's Taffy, by the way, at the moment. Absolutely wrecking everybody.
Same door. Nice, Taff. He died straight out.
Taffy's carried us to a win in this game before, and there's one of our classic players. So what can I actually say? I mean, yeah, it's got that love and hate at the moment because of the desync and the fact that people sometimes feel like bullet sponges. But like I said, I played on the NA servers a bit today, and also at 1080p instead of the ultra wide 1440p, which this is recorded in. And I've had a better day today. It seems to be a lot more easier to kill people. You know, I'm not sitting there putting a magazine into somebody and then crying out, God, why do I have to shoot this much ammo? You know, when I'm watching streamers, like, I'm like, what they like that was like, what, a few rounds and he was dead? I'm like, Jesus, I have to do a lot more than that, you know? And I'm like, you know, so, you know, when that kind of frustrates you a little bit, the game kind of gets a little frustrating. And if you go in a game and you're in there for a good 30 minutes or something and you've not killed anyone neither, that kind of get a little bit, you know, boring. You know, killing people is fun. I'm not one of these people that likes to get in a car and drive to the circle when I've got full loot, which I know is the best way to probably win. But, you know, at the same time, I do like to have kills. And I'm sure I'm not alone on this, because I mean obviously it is in a third person or FPS, TPS shooter, so I'm sure people want to get some kills. Anyway, the clip coming up is going to show you a little bit about the desync problems with this game and some of the issues. This guy's about to come through the door and Taff clearly aims in the right direction, but there's no blood coming off that guy whatsoever at all. Now, I've slowed it down here so you can watch it in slow motion. But this is some of the issues with the game. That's clearly on the guy chest, and he's clearly fired quite a few rounds off there but got absolutely zero. So here's some moments where I'm kind of feeling a bit dodgy about. Here we go, like for instance, that would be normally a kill. That's a choked shotgun. This here, I'm like firing, turns around, and not one blood squared at all on that guy there. That was fully burst. This is me trying to save Yoda, but it was too late. I hit him, what, 3-4 times there? Didn't go down. Normally that would be an easy down. This is like getting shot around corners. Look, behind a tree. Dead. This is another like getting hit behind a tree scenario. Look there. And then dead on with a shotgun with a choke again there. It's a bit kind of crappy if I'm going to be honest. Yeah. And then to top it off, you got the campers that hide literally in corners and stuff. And this is an example here. And I'm just going to let this run so you can hear my reaction. And I also, yes, I do potato, but I've just been scared out of my life. And this is literally the third game I ever played in. Freaking hell, man! Oh my god! I'm going to record that. And then we get moments where we know there's no one above. There's only this one guy in the building, and he comes out. He's got no gun in his hand, and he just shoots someone there. That's, look, you see, there's no gun. Anyway, some of my favourite moments. Get the game if you've got a PC. Get
I see him. He's on the balcony.
Great game.
He's dead. Headshot.
Oh, I
There
see.
he is. You think you can take the shot from? No, you.
Yep.
Oh, you
He's
are?
dead.
Oh, good.
There's someone. Yeah, someone coming round.
Yeah, he's down there.
Oh, jeez.
He's nearly dead.
Where is he? Oh, down.
He's down. He's down. I'm down as well. No, I'm not down. I'm down now. This guy here, behind us. Behind. Oh no! What the hell?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Turned out fine in the end. Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
supposed to. Okay, that was fine.